What's going on, guys? Let's have a little JASMY talk here. So today we got a little bit of a special treat for you guys. Real quick, we're going to look at JASMY. At the time of recording, JASMY had a fantastic day today with Fit 21 passing and everything. Very, very bullish for JASMY, up 4.1%, back to 2 cents, 1.2. $1.05 billion market cap and 109 million in volume, guys. Looking fantastic. Bitcoin still holding 69.4, almost 69.5. Very, very bullish. All right, so what are we talking about here today? Well, we have a very special article that was written by Brian. Now, Brian, very, very reliable guy, very intelligent. He's a JASMY ambassador. We're looking forward to having him on the channel very soon. As soon as he can find some time, he's going to be on. Incredibly intelligent. Respect, Brian. Shout out, brother, if you're watching. So Brian wrote this article here. It says Japan's JASMY coin and society 5.0. Now, here we go. Quote, Brian says, I wrote the following 2 years ago. So he wrote this article in 2022 and published the PDF on a temporary free site, which has since expired. I believe that looking at JASMY through a broader lens, focusing on the country's initiative and the correlation of events over time, can help newcomers gain perspective. Since X now offers the ability to publish articles, I figured I would repost it here in its original format. Over the past 3 years, the JASMY community has shared an immense amount of information about Japan's progress in digital transformation, as well as updates from JASMY Co. Ltd. on Reddit, X, and Discord servers. The following perspective is my own, but I believe it provides a solid starting point for anyone interested in exploring what the future is shaping up to be. Very, very bullish, guys. So JASMY is unique in that it is the first legally compliant cryptocurrency to come out of Japan. Its leadership is comprised of former Sony executives, and after its initial CEX, centralized exchange, listing on MEXC in January of 2021, JASMY has been listed on almost all of the major crypto exchanges and the world in a very short amount of time at an insane pace. Since JASMY is based on Japan, understanding more about JASMY is difficult for most Western retail investors because we lack cultural context. That is a big problem, guys. I notice in a lot of JASMY investors. I lost myself. Most importantly, in my opinion, most of us aren't aware of how their government works, what the government public sentiment is, or the numerous government initiatives in place to promote a giant corporate cooperative network of innovation through DX. For instance, there are many large cross-sector consortiums creating study groups and working groups under the supervision of various ministries such as METI and MEXT. If this is new to you, I recommend taking a deep dive through Google, Wikipedia, YouTube, etc., to gain a better understanding of these Japanese government, the Japanese government, as I will not be going over that here. It is the numerous government initiatives I have been combining through that I would like to present, as well as some of my thoughts. To keep this from being a book, I most likely will be sharing a timeline of events with links and references, and I hope that through collaboration we can gain a better perspective, or someone can just tell me I'm completely wrong. Okay, so the entire Reddit hole started with a rabbit hole. The entire rabbit hole started with a question born from my own ignorance, which was that I noticed April seemed to be an important month from reading a lot of Japanese business, tech, and government-related articles from multiple outlets. This set off an alarm in my head because JASMY was founded in early April of 2016. So was JASMY being founded in April of 2016 random, or is there a correlation? Well, asking Google if April is important in Japan doesn't turn anything up. except I suddenly remembered seeing an article recently that mentioned PM Kishida's new FY 2022 budget was set to pass through legislation in late March. It turns out that Japan's fiscal year runs from April to March. The national budget is usually passed in March for the following fiscal year, which then breathes new life into different expenditure areas, starting with April. When I looked up the April FY 2016 Japan national budget and went through it, one of their main policies was support for developing technologies and demonstration of IoT, robots, and artificial intelligence, with 2 billion yen, if I interpreted that right, given to newly demonstrated various business models utilizing IoT. Links here. And by the way, guys, I've shared this on my X page if you want to go through it yourself and click the links and find out. Going through the various ministries' websites and reading reports on policy, study groups, etc., will give you more insight into reviewing any budget from any year and better understanding of how bills are drafted in Japan. Here's this from Wikipedia. Legislative process. The vast majority of bills are submitted to the Diet by the cabinet. Bills are usually drafted by the relevant ministry, sometimes with the advice of an external committee. If the issue is sufficiently important or neutrality is necessary, such advisory committees may include university professors, trade union representatives, industry representatives, and local governors and mayors. And invariably include retired officials, such draft bills are sent to the Cabinet Legislation Bureau of the government, as well as the ruling party. Government links. While to date, I have not found any concrete evidence that confirms or denies that JASMY is a government-funded project. The thought of it being one soon became completely overshadowed by what I found. This timeline is meant to give a quick overview that should provide somewhat of a historical context so that we can see where everything is headed. I am beginning in 2011 for a reason, though there are plenty of events that could be discussed in prior years, such as the economic decline of the 90s, followed by GAFA taking off, Google, Amazon, Facebook, and I can't remember what the other A is, with the advent of Web 2.0 and leaving Japan behind in innovation. So the timeline of events, guys, 2011, 3/7/11, the day Japan experienced a magnitude 9.0 earthquake and subsequent tsunami triggered a chain of events with major consequences through their society. Again, 2011. Ando, CEO of JASMY, chair and founder, HR Research Committee established by METI at the Frontier HR Research Committee established by the Ministry of Economy, Trade, and Industry, METI, in 2011. We conducted research on the best innovation practices in Western industries, governments, and academia, and proposed the diversion of the current management approach of Japanese enterprises to innovation management. Quick note, remember that advice from committee gives the cabinet guidance on what bill should be drafted. I also can't find the exact date of the committee was founded or the actual research paper from the Frontier HR Research Committee, also referred to in the white paper from the JASMY Global site as the Frontier Jinsai Study Group in Ando's profile under Team Introduction. 2012, PM Shinzo regained power after after a sweeping vote in the lower house. He also implemented his administration's growth strategy. Another note says, this growth strategy was meant to be the first step in completely transforming Japan into a DX innovation nation through collaborative efforts between public, private, and government agencies through policy and regulatory changes. 2013, Ando and members of the Frontier Committee formed the Japan Innovation Network. Ando is still a director there in 2013. In 2013, the committee concluded that the double-decker management system is essential to innovation management in pursuing the duality of efficiency and creativity. This is similar to the concept of ambidextrous management, with high acclaim for the report and growing expectations. The Japan Innovation Network was founded by former members of the committee in July of 2013 and conduct practical activities with enterprises, collaborate with governments and international organizations, as well as innovation hubs across the world. Japan Innovation Network is an accelerator for large and medium companies to spur innovation in companies and overcome the widely held belief that large companies cannot be innovative. JIN was founded in 2013 from the Ministry of Economy, Trade, and Industry, METI, Frontier HR Research Committee, and implements the key findings of the need for two-layered management, this systematic approach to manage creativity and productivity in parallel. 2014, intensive deliberations by expert committees has been administered by the Ministry of Education, Culture, Sports, Science, and Technology, MEXT, and the Ministry of Economy, Trade, and Industry. 2015, again, in December, the Council for Science, Technology, and Innovation, CSTI, published the 5th Science and Technology Basic Plan based on MEXT and METI findings. Realizing a world-leading super smart society, Society 5.0, this is the first time the concept of Society 5.0 was presented anywhere. Don't skip over this, he says. It's a lot, but I implore the reader to go through the 5th and 6th basic plan and really understand what Society 5.0 means for Japan. Each STI basic plan gives guidance over 5-year cyclical periods that are fluid based on real-time results. Again, guys, this is shared over on my X if you want to go through that. So now we're up to 2016. Japan Businesses Federation policy proposal posted U.S. Japan Internet Economy Private Working Group joint statements for 2016. It notes the segment titles in the articles. So you have your articles here, or the segment titles in the article, in the articles here, if you want to, again, read the article. Ando announces the Innovation 100 Committee through a joint publication. The question posed was, who is responsible for creating innovation in companies? As you can see, it's right here. It says, note, if you haven't picked up on the general sentiment of what I have laid out so far, Japan's growth initiative and STI reports basically say that innovation is stifled in Japan. In order to compete once again and take the lead in the world stage, massive collaborations and reforms are needed. They want to bring back the most recent golden days of innovation like the 70s and 80s. I also feel like I don't need to point out how influential and connected Ando is at this point. So basically, that's what we're outlining here, guys. This Ando is that guy, right? He's that guy. That's how I've always tried to make everybody understand how connected this gentleman is. The guy is single-handedly responsible for helping turn around innovation in Japan through these years, is what we're kind of pointing out here, right? This is how important this man is. April 2016, JASMY is formed. However, blockchain tech was not integrated until 2018, Centrality Partnership. April, again, 2016. Japan Business Federation, which groups the nation's biggest corporations, published its own policy proposal for Society 5.0. A close relationship developed between the government and industry, particularly with Kidanaran, giving Society 5.0 the momentum to move forward at a fast pace. Again, April 2016. Established a company in Jinan, Tokyo, capital 1 million yen, for the purpose of providing platforms and solutions for IoT. Started development of a single board computer, an IoT module for IoT equipment with Borg's Technology Inc. Note, this is how they started the concept of JASMY before the decision to use blockchain was made, but it appears to be in line with the concept of Society 5.0. April 2017, completed the acquisition of the radio law and telecommunication business law certification for the communication module, which is the core of the 4G LTE Android single board computer developed by our company. This enables communication using LTE B1, B3, B8, and B9, WCDMA B1, B5, B6, B8, B19, Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth 4.2 in Japan. Again, 2017. Sometime in 2017, Prime Minister Abe's cabinet overhauled its growth strategy to incorporate the new concept of Society 5.0. July 2017, 4G LTE Android single board computer sample available. August 2017, met in Japan with Aaron McDonald, CEO of Centrality Limited, headquarters in New Zealand, a blockchain development venture company. We started considering the introduction of blockchain for this project on the premise that Centrality would provide advanced technology. December 2017, held an IoT device preview, JASMY Expo, for related parties and Cerulean Tower, Tokyo Hotel. We exhibited prototypes of IoT devices and implemented the IoT modules of this project and started recruiting the companies that are considering joint development and market introduction. November 2018, VIO Co. Ltd. headquarters, I don't care where their headquarters are, and VIO started a joint business study to create IoT business that applies new blockchain technology, leveraging synergetic effects of technology and manufacturing capabilities, moved to the head office of Minami, Tokyo. December 2018. From November 2018, with Transcosmos Inc., one of JASMY's partners, right, in Tokyo, to create a contact center platform business that applies new blockchain technology and IoT. Started considering collaboration for the creation of next generation business jointly. January 2019, established JASMY's initiative with the aim of popularizing IoT platforms using blockchain technology. Recruitment of the first regular members started on January 30th, 2019. March 2019, held JASMY press conference, 2 prototypes of SKC and SG. We know what those are, guys, Secure Knowledge Communicator and Smart Guardian, which are now integrated into the PDL, right? Which are the core services of the JASMY IoT platform, were released. June 2019, announced that Transcosmos Inc. had begun preparations for the demonstration experiment of the first full-scale contact center application using blockchain in Japan. In addition, the activities of the JASMY initiative and organization aimed to create businesses that apply new blockchain technology and IoT technology and promoting the spread of the JASMY IoT platform had begun in earnest. July of 2019, held a business idea creation workshop called JASMY Ideathon, aiming at data democratization and co-creation community JASMY League that supports developers. October 2019, Japan Business Federation, in the proposal titled Ideal Protection and Utilization of Personal Data Towards Society 5.0, established a proposal for management manifesto on prior utilization of personal data, described the personal data locker they called personal data trust bank. That's what it used to be called. The entire outline is full of clues and allude to JASMY. For example, The slide below talks about personal data trust bank. Sounds like Jasmy's personal data locker, but maybe this is just a reference to the DCJPY coin. We will get it. We will get to soon. Okay, so now we're in April 2020. Original white paper published June 2020. Partnership with WITS, and we all know about WITS, right? In the Moss business notes, Moss means movement as a service, and is done through edge AI and cloud computing as a service business model. Models are becoming increasingly popular and diverse worldwide. October 2020, President and CEO gave a keynote speech at the general meeting for the establishment of All-Party Parliamentary Association for the Promotion of Smart Contracts. If you use Google Lens on the images, it will translate them. Okay. If you haven't used Google Lens, then use the link below here. Okay. January 2021, listed on the Singapore-based exchange MEXC. From this point, I will skip a lot of developments since their initial listings. There are also a ton of developments from 2016 to 2021 regarding Jasmy that I haven't covered. I recommend going back in time on the Jasmy MGT Reddit page and reading every post. March 2021, CSTI, sixth basic plan released. This provides guidance for the cabinet to make plans of the direction in. It will lead the country over 2021 to 2025 period in layman's terms. Some key words to note around all the change taking place in Japan are Society 5.0, 4IR, Fourth Industrial Revolution, SDGs stands for Sustainable Development Goals, and SMEs, small and medium-sized enterprises. So jumping ahead to wrap this up, I followed this today and want to bring it up Decurt Holdings, Inc., the Digital Currency Forum. I would first like to refer to the clip from this article pictured below. Sum it up for us here. Clip from press release explained what DCJPY is. The digital currency DCJPY is designed as a yen denominated digital currency that is fully linked to the yen. Sounds like a stable coin, right? And it is assumed for the time being that it will be issued as debt by commercial banks. We are also considering the assumption that such obligations will be positioned as deposits. The two-tier digital currency platform is a mechanism that links two areas called the common area and the business process area for issuing, remitting, and redeeming the digital currency DCJPY. The additional area can be programmed to meet various needs, enabling the digital currency DCJPY to be used for settlement in a form linked to the flow of goods. Note on that, I have no idea how to properly read this white paper. The technical aspects are beyond me. What I want to know is how does the DD coin Hara mentioned fit in all of this? I am new to the tokenomics and blockchain, so we now know that the DD coin is actually a reward system on the PDL for participating in the surveys and the play to earn games. And then you convert those DD coins over into Jasmy coin when you want to move your coins away, right? So we know that much now. CFO Hara explained the Jasmy ecosystem. At Jasmy, the mechanism is backed by the value of personal data. We are aiming for a platform that can transact large amounts of IoT data. Regarding the newly announced DD coin is a common currency with a yen-denominated stablecoin currency-denominated asset that is not a crypto asset function. Notes. So based on this, Jasmy and the DD coin must be something different since the DD coin is not a crypto asset, unless I'm missing something. His conclusion. The entire country of Japan, in industry and government, has been directed to incentivize through policy and stimulus to work together to create a Japan that leads to the world of innovation through DX, big data, cybersecurity, IoT, AI, robotics, etc. So whether JASMY is government funded or not is irrelevant. Ondo is so influential and connected not only in business but also as an advisor to the ministries, meaning everyone high up knows exactly what JASMY is. PM Abe directive called for a stimulus, which has increased year over year since then. Even after he left office, my thought process is that Japan's business consortiums, government agencies, and leading national universities make proposals to the cabinet on how to achieve former PM Abe's 2013 directive for an action plan that enables future growth and cross-sector integration in the tech sector, bringing Japan back to their 70s and 80s era of growth and innovation leadership, as opposed to decades of decrease in the value of JPY against the USD, representing economic decline. The proposal by the Japanese Business Consortium, like the Japanese Business Federation, or committees like the Japanese Innovation Network, ask for regulatory change to facilitate their action plan, or provide policy proposals that help facilitate Society 5.0 progression, 5.0 progression through 2025. Sony is also in all the top influential Japanese business consortiums. So I think Ondo tasked Sato and other Sony grads with creating JASMY to help bring about the vision of Society 5.0 regarding big data, IoT, and AI, while all being directed by Ondo in coordination with relevant consortiums, committees, and ministries. That's how big this is, guys. But JASMY's a scam, right? The only other option in my eyes is that Ondo and Sato saw an opportunity to trade and capitalize on the government initiative through JASMY as a side project, and it has no relation to anything else that's going on in the country. But that seems less likely. All I really want to know is what the hell is with all the smoke and mirrors? Why does no one mention JASMY in any papers or press releases unless they are doing something with JASMY? Also, the contents of these pages only represents a few of the hundreds of articles I've read and barely scratched the surface on how to interconnect everything is in Japan. So very, very bullish, guys. What do we take from this? Ondo, one of the most influential people, not only in the tech industry, but in the government and ministry as well, right? And we know that. We've talked about that, right? And also how JASMY got started, its history, and how relevant it is, how connected the company is as well, guys. Very, very bullish. Thank you very much, Brian, for your article, man. It's greatly appreciated. I will be honest with you, though, brother. I would love an updated version, an updated article on following up on this to how you feel about it now if you're watching the video. What you've discovered since then, moving forward, right? I would love to know more about it. Brian, definitely shoot me a DM, brother. If you watch this, let's chat. And everybody else, thank you for being here, man. Like, subscribe, click the join button, guys, to become a VIP member of the channel, the private community. Join the Patreon, guys. Follow me on X. And once again, click the like, click the subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.